Welcome to the latest episode of ET Tech Pulse, and today we are reviewing the iPhone 16e. This smartphone has divided the diaspora. Some people love it, some people are confused by it. But today I am answering you the most important question. What does this phone represent? What is special about it? And who should buy the iPhone 16e? This is Dhruv Mohan and we are answering these questions in this video. As always, let's first dissect the design and display. The 16e is a hybrid between the past and present form of the iPhone as we know it. It comes in a compact form factor that we are used to seeing on iPhones or classic iPhones, might I add. But there are certain differences which we have started observing on the new gen iPhones, starting with the Type-C port. Yes, this one supports a Type-C port, which means you can universally charge it wherever and whenever you want. More importantly, we get the action button here. Now it is customizable and it can be used to trigger your camera, Apple Intelligence, or for that matter, torch. And the good old silent mode if you want to do it. Now even though this is a compact device, it's still pretty solid. It comes with an IP68 rating. This makes it both dust and waterproof resistant. I tested it out, it is still working pretty fine. The flat edges also make this device easier to hold. Basically, in no way does it say that it's an affordable iPhone. The build quality is solid. Moving on, the design is minimalistic. I really like the matte finish here. Unfortunately, the device is only available in two colors, black and white. I really like the white one, but if you're somebody who prefers the black variant, you should go about that. I won't be surprised if Apple comes along with more colors in the future, and I really hope they do. Let's now move on to the display. It comes with a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display, which is the standard iPhone display that we also see on the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. It is super bright and interactive, and if you're somebody who loves to scroll through social media, you will enjoy using it. That being said, the display is 60Hz just like the 16 and 16 Plus. And just like those devices, there are few areas where you will feel the missing higher refresh rate. For example, gaming. Even though the performance is super aggressive, thanks to the A18, the limitation of the display can be felt. But otherwise, when you use it, you won't really miss the higher refresh rate because the OS is so smooth. I also like the audio output on the device. For its size, it's really loud. Certain amount of upgrades. Firstly, you do get LED headlamps up front. These are massive. On top, returning, if I may say, is the notch. This notch houses both the front camera and the Face ID sensors. I am not surprised with the absence of dynamic island on the device given the price point it is being offered at. Did I miss the dynamic island? Yes. But am I disappointed? Not really, because the device works perfectly fine. Its Face ID is quick to register and super fast to unlock. Now let's move to software and performance. This is where the iPhone 16e is a very solid proposition. The device is running on iOS 18 out of the box, and yes, it is compatible with Apple Intelligence because it runs on A18 Bionic chip. We did get to test some of the features on this device. Let me tell you about them. Now let's start by talking about Image Playground. You basically put in the prompts and it will deliver you animated images which look really nice. You can of course share them with your friends if you want to. Then what I liked was how it is enabled in notes. Using ChatGPT, it can not only change the tone of your notes but also help you summarize them, compose them, and even give you bullet points if you want to. My favorite though is Visual Intelligence. Basically you point the camera towards whatever you're looking at and it will provide you results. These features are enabled because of the A18 Bionic chip. This chip has one less GPU core compared to the regular iPhone 16 lineup. But you don't really miss on that unless you compare it. Let me give you an example. I tested multiple games on this device like Genshin Impact and COD Mobile. It was delivering a solid performance in both the games, giving me upwards of 60 to 70 FPS easily. The smartphone was not even overheating, and I did not feel any warmth on the back of the smartphone. But yes, when I was playing Genshin Impact on absolutely high quality, I could feel that it was missing out some of the frames. Once I took the quality a notch down, the performance was linear and I was thoroughly enjoying it. And by the way, even though it comes with a lesser core, this can still play games like Assassin's Creed and whatnot. Overall, the one less GPU core will not affect real-time usage because it is still enabling what's more important, which is Apple Intelligence. Another factor which makes the A18 very important for this device is the battery performance. This iPhone is giving me a battery backup which is at par with my 16 Pro. This means I'm getting a screen on time of approximately 5.5 hours. But yes, charging it is a game of patience. It takes about 1 hour 10 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. We also need to talk about the C1 modem on this device, which is the first from Apple. I've been using this device for about 2 weeks and I have not faced any issues at all. Now let's come to the camera. Now this iPhone uses a 48 megapixel fusion camera. The single camera on the iPhone performs really well. You will find yourself missing on the ultrawide sensor, but that is something that you will very quickly adapt to because the image quality is so good. Look at the samples that you have on your screens right now. As you can see, in outdoor shots, the camera performs exceptionally well. The colors are natural. I also like the bokeh it is creating around the portraits. In low light though, it does falter a bit only to bounce back. Now yes, the Apple Intelligence features are working here. You can use AI eraser if you want to. Now let's move on to the video quality. This has been completely recorded without a mic on the 16E itself. Now the device can record 4K videos up to 60 FPS, which is really impressive given the size of the device. I believe that if you're a content creator who's just starting out, then definitely this can be a go-to device for most of you given the price point. And of course, if you're an existing content creator, chances are you already have a Pro. In that case, it can be a solid secondary device to you. Talking about the limitation, I felt the lack of an ultrawide sensor only during video shooting. As you can see, I have to set up the device particularly in a certain way so that I can have enough room to put graphics. It also misses out on cinematic mode and action mode, which is of course there in more expensive variants. Now vlogging is a very famous form of content creation, and that's where this device fits well given the size and the weight. It's really light, you can carry it around easily. The best part is that it also has audio mix which cleans up the audio really well. Around me right now is a lot of wind.
And here are some selfie samples for you to judge. I like particularly the portrait shots that this phone takes.
And now it's time for the verdict. For the design and display, the rating is 4 out of 5. Overall, I am thoroughly impressed by the design of the smartphone and the display as well. But we will have to reduce the 1 mark because of the lack of 120Hz refresh rate. Software and performance is a stellar 5. iOS 18 put together with A18, providing you Apple Intelligence, this device will be a long-term investment for majority of the users. I'm going to be a bit liberal with the camera. It is a 4 on 5. Mostly because what it can produce with that single camera is very impressive for both content creators and general public. Overall, I feel it's a great iPhone for the first time buyers. And given the price point, plus added discounts that you will get eventually, this can turn out to be a great deal for you. And that was our video guys. Make sure to subscribe to The Economic Times for more tech reviews.